Hey lighting rock stars, welcome to our monthly dive into some items from Solais that might not be immediately evident through the website or through presentations, but some things where we can provide an extra level of service. This time we're going to focus on pieces that are design centered that will just improve your ability to provide design and another level of care in those spaces. The first place we want to jump into that are just standard downlights. So we can provide a downlight that has some features that other folks might not, with that really tight beam angle down to 8 degrees and some of those pieces. But what really gets us to that next level is to provide trims, so the piece that integrates into the space, and just dress that up a little bit so that we are, instead of just getting our standard diffuse trim, we can get into some, either if it's a pinhole, if we're using that tight beam and we're trying to highlight something below, or if we're trying to dress up the ceiling surface, we've got some options. We'd love to hear feedback on things like frosted snoot, frosted drop lens, frosted ring, frosted recessed pinhole, any of those pieces where we can now highlight an area. If it's a hallway or it's a special feature in the space, then now you've got a little bit more snap on the ceiling just by switching out a trim. Finding those places where we can add value in design without greatly increasing the budget on those pieces. So that's really the intention of these guys. The next level of the downlight, of course, is our new Stretta piece that I hope that you've seen. Stretta allows us to get into shallower spaces so that we can do those higher end residential, commercial office, high-end retail, where we're getting a really small aperture and we can really control the beam if it's dim to warm, or that really tight beam angle again, or any of those pieces where now we're dressing up the space just by using the downlight in that fashion. So that's some ways to dress up those simple downlight sources just to make that space look a little bit better. Another place that we can do that is with our cylinders. So here's a pendant mounted source that brings general light into a space. We can dress that up with some simple tweaks first. Instead of just a diffuse trim at the base, the lens, like on our wall mounted service here, we've got a rose gold trim. So you're getting a little bit of snap, a little bit of color in that fixture that you wouldn't normally get. For options on those, gloss black and finishes that just let us dress up the space a little bit more. Another way we can do that with cylinders by adding the frosted acrylic trim at the bottom. So now you've got a little bit of glow at the bottom of your light source. So you're just dressing that up in a simple way and getting a little bit higher level of design. The other things we've done for customers is, like on our recessed multiples, we've got our standard trim that would just be a recessed multiple source. But we had a client who was looking for a raw metal source. So we were able to provide that to them without adding any cost. And now that design fits in with the rest of the space and really feels like it belongs there and isn't just thrown up as an afterthought. We can do that with some of our track heads. I hope you've seen our new Lucy fixture. This guy is a great light source, but not only that, but it's upping the level of design. Got a more contemporary design. Fit and finish is great, and we can do specialty finishes on that guy, like a gold, or if you've got a custom color, we can look into options for that. Some of the other ways that we can dress up even simple track heads is by doing some of our really custom, like the gold gunmetal on a track head, maybe a rose gold finish, chrome finish. Any of those pieces can be put really on any of the fixtures to just dress them up and give you that next level of design. Another place where we can help augment your design is in our ability to do some decorative pieces. If you check that out on the website, there's some pieces that we've done already, but really those are custom for that space. And we would love to find places where we can help do things cheaper, smarter, faster, and in a way that will integrate into a rollout if it's a retail or a restaurant space that's going to do the same fixture over and over, or if it's a custom space for, say, the lobby of a hotel or a restaurant or grocery, any of those pieces where it might be a high-end crafted piece, but we can do it in a way that's smart and fits in your budget. So I hope we can run through some of those options where we've already done that for hotel clients. We've done that for some school clients. So really ways that we can integrate into the whole package provided and find places to find savings there as well. And really, at Solais, we do build fixtures and lights and lamps and track heads and all those pieces, but we really try to build is partnerships so that we're finding value, we're finding savings, we're finding efficiencies, and we're finding places where we can be of value to you to make you look like a rock star to your customer, designer, and user. So one of the real strengths of Solais is that we do provide lots of design internally. We have our own design for electronics and fixtures, engineers that are designing those all of the time. We have folks on staff that are designers that love to dig into projects and find innovative ways to make things better. So we would love to sit down at any time and go through any of those pieces and see where we can provide value in that way as well.